Well, I'm Sarah Brian. I'm 29 years old and I'm originally from Uganda. I have three. I have two brothers, young brothers, and I have a sister. Studied up to university. Have a diploma in computer repair networking. Have several other diplomas, for example, in counseling and yeah. And I've started construction also and a diploma also in that. So, well, it was much about politics as I was a student. So we have a dictatorial president that has been in power for about 30 something years. So whoever tried going against him, be it student union and stuff, he was always so much pushing attitude. So at that time I was leading a student organization at my school and I happened to fall out. So the situation got difficult and I just had to move. Well, I actually did not come to know directly. I lived in Sweden for a while, but the European Union has a rule called the Dublin Law, and that rule states that the country that processes your visa is the country that is allowed to take your asylum case. So that's why I ended up coming to Norway. Well, I've just recently finished studies, so my days more actually taken up by work. I work in two different places. I work in a baking house and I also work in a grocery store. Apart from that, I play a lot of football and I am a very active person when it comes to volunteer organization. So I run from this organization to another organization to another organization. Yeah, I work a lot with the Red Cross and yeah. Well, I think that I would have to include that I'm getting better. I'm making new friends. I'm in work and I'm starting to build a life here, I should say. Met a couple of people, become active in sports, and I've got myself a good job that I like much. So, yeah, and that Norway is generally a good country. Well, to me, I would say that one of the success factors is trying to get out, trying to know people, because the bigger the network we create, the easier it will be for you to feel home. But if you stay maybe isolated, and then it will be difficult. Isolation comes with a lot of stress and stuff. So the bigger you, the easier you try to come out. Maybe sports, maybe volunteer organizations. The easier life becomes, and of course, it is very, very important and vital to learn the language of the country you're in, because as always, the language is always the key. So if you can communicate with the people, then it will be very, very easy to fit in. I miss my family, that is for sure. That's no doubt. And I miss the food, of course, and the sun when it is winter here also. So that's a couple of things I miss. Family, the atmosphere, friends, and yeah. Well, like they always say, the future is always uncertain, but I would say that maybe I would have established myself in a better way than I am now, right? Going back to school is one of the things that I look forward to, and earning better education is also something I'm looking forward to. And then, of course, well, enjoying life as it comes every day. So, the future is always open. There is a lot that can happen, but I'm very optimistic that it will be a good one at least. It's different. For example, mold and no, it's different. Coming into mold when you're off, right? And it is always not directly into the people. It's always this process. So I can say that in the beginning it was a little bit tough. Yeah. But then after a while I get used. Of course, coming to know you don't know the language and you don't know how to communicate with the people, and so. But after a while, when I moved to this city, I felt like it was something for me at least. Well, it's always a mixed emotions. For example, you feel the love and you feel the hatred. You feel that in one or the other that it becomes hard to live in your country just because some people want it for themselves in one way or the other. I mean, it would have always been a dream leaving home and sharing it with the friends and family, and so. But I think that's the price you always have to pay. You sometimes somewhere in life you have to move out, and but I love my country though I hate it, and I hate my country though I love it. So either way, I don't hate my country, but I hate the people that are in charge of it. That makes it difficult. That makes it that citizens have to move out of it. So the leadership, not good. But my country always has my love.